Before he could get out of the backfield. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He was looking for Landry that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, it's Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't in a crazy, crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. On second down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch it now, Barney! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
They pitch it out to Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call it student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun, Mayfield. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he's brought down. Roethlisberger to his big target, James. All 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, second-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. They showed off a nice juke in the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time. Mayfield down. Over the middle complete. That's Gordon. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney, Leopard.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game. One of the premier runners in the NFL.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Johnson. A little juke. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A screen to Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Black 30. Switch. Kings.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Denzel Ward. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it. And that's what you don't want to do.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Over! Gun!
Second down, Mayfield. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And another example of why Baker Mayfield went #1 in the draft. His ability to confound defensive coordinators. They played him for the pass. They covered it well. He takes off with his legs and scrambles for a big gain.
Johnson, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Mayfield to throw it. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. You gave the stat early on that he's one of just 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards last year, and then you said they needed to bottle him up for under 100 yards. He's way under 100 yards.
Bottom line, he's had virtually no success whatsoever.
And because of that, among a couple other reasons, they're down on the scoreboard. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A give to Bell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. The give is to Bell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of down. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Mayfield. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Johnson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover up. And got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. And I think that's going to do it. They can't get another play off. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Browns, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.